her recipe, except for that I am going to add in some raisins in with this mix. So I'll bring you along for that, and then while we've got the water cooling down and everything and ready for the rest of it, I'm going to discuss a couple things with you guys. So I'll bring you along for this first part, and then we'll talk, and then we'll finish up, and I'll get this done. So there's the mixing bowl. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2.5 cups of boiling water. And then I'm going to add 1 cup of rolled oats. Kind of mix that around. Because you want these oats to be, you know, pretty soft. You don't want them crunchy in the bread. Okay, so in a smaller bowl, which I've got some sugar here, I'm going to add about 4 spoonfuls of this maple syrup. I think I got this one at Aldi's. Can't remember if I got it at Aldi's or Sam's. It's been, I've had this for a while because I've been wanting to make this recipe, but I just haven't done it. Oh, so many other things to do. So I'm gonna mix this maple syrup in with my sugar, and then I'll mix it around. It'll be like my maple syrup sugar. We'll get this all combined. Well, this is going to be so good. I cannot wait to try this. It's just been something lately that I'm like, okay, you know what, it's time. I'm going to make this. So my sister is moving into her new house tomorrow. So I'm going to, because this makes 2 loaves of bread. So I'm going to take her loaf, and we're going to keep a loaf probably for ourselves. But, okay, so there's my maple sugar. I'm just going to add this into my mixture here. I know my arm is blocking, you guys. Sorry about that. I used 1/2 cup of sugar. I will link Heather's recipe either in a card above or at the very end, but I'll probably try to do it in a card above. Get all that all the good stuff in there. Okay, mixing that, and then I'm going to add, let's see, about 1/2 tablespoon of some more maple flavoring. So let's do about 1/2 of this. Well, that's a little more than 1/2, but hey, it'll all be good. And then we're going to add 4 tablespoons, or no, I'm sorry. We're going to do the 1 tablespoon of honey before we do the softened butter. So let's get the honey in. Now this honey I buy at Sam's Club. They say it's homegrown, whatever. I need to get some actual honey. So there's a good healthy tablespoon of honey. Mix that in. Now we can't add the yeast the yeast into this yet because this water is too hot and it will kill the yeast. You don't want your water too hot, but yet you don't want your water too cold. You want it to be about a baby bottle temperature. If a baby can drink it, then the yeast, that's how Heather explains it, and it makes perfect sense. So we're gonna have to wait for this to cool down before we can put the yeast and the flour in it. So leave this stuff to the side. We need 4 tablespoons of softened butter. It's kind of softened. Probably could have sat out just a little bit longer, but with this water, I'm sure it will soften the rest of the way. I'm just gonna give that another stir. Not all those. It does. It smells so good already. Yep. And I've got these raisins here, and I'm going to use them because the date on them says used by April of 21. So I better use the rest of these up. And my husband absolutely loves raisins. With this bread, you can, you know, like warm it up and put some, or toast it. Even toast it and put some butter on it, or some cream cheese, or do some French toast with this, which I think would taste absolutely amazing to me. So I say there's probably about, oh wow, I don't know, let's see how much we got here in raisins. I want to get them all used up. Let's see, we've got, I say 2 cups. That might be a little much, but it'll be good. Mix those in. Okay. So then our next step, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of salt. That seems like a lot of, so like Heather said, but this is for makes 2 loaves of bread. And also that salt gives it flavor. It if you don't put salt in your bread, you just have a flavorless bread, and it doesn't taste right. And also that, you know, it helps with the gluten. So, and I'm going to use sea salt for this. So I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of salt. I use sea salt. And then I'm going to put a teaspoon of cinnamon. Yeah, my cinnamon here. I might add just a little touch more, maybe about half a teaspoon. Teaspoon and a half. Just because cinnamon just, I don't know, it just gives an extra flavor. Okay, so we are going to let this sit and cool down. And while this is cooling down to the temperature that we want to add our yeast and our flour to it, I will be talking to you guys about a couple things that I've got coming up and would love to share with you guys. Okay. Alright, let this cool down and we'll be right back. Okay, so what I want to talk to you guys about is that my best friend. She does tumblers and decals, and she does t-shirts, and she has worked with me to do a logo for my country living with the Batemans, and she's going to put it on my apron, which I cannot wait. I'll show you a picture of the logo, but we're going to be going, I'm going to take you all along to her house maybe next week, and show you guys about the in and outs of her business. I mean, she's got Kim's Cutouts, and then she also has 417 tumblers, which I'll put down in the description below, links to both of those. I want to show you, this is a tumbler she made for me for Christmas. She knows that I love penguins, and so she did this. I don't know if you can see all the sparkles in that. This cup is just absolutely amazing. So she's making me another cup that has my logo on there, and then a decal for I think it's so pretty, a decal for our pickup. So that's one of the things I want to share with you guys, is that we're going to take a little road trip, and we're going to show you what she does, and it's going to be awesome. And there just might be a giveaway, so I would watch that video, but I'll let you guys know in advance of when we're going to do this. The second thing we're going to talk about is that with me staying at home, I had to do something. So besides doing the country living with the Batemans, I also sell Plexus. I sell Plexus and I sell Thrive Life. Well, my Plexus stuff, I don't have my bottles of medicine out, but I have like these Slims. And this one is it's a dietary supplement, hunger control. It's got nothing but natural vitamins in this. It helps reduce hunger, supports healthy glucose metabolism, and it's refreshing. And I absolutely love this. I drink a bottle of this every day after I have breakfast, before I eat lunch, so that way I'm not snacking all day, because being at home, that's all I want to do is snack. And I know for a lot of people having to stay home, yeah, they do the same thing. So, and then there's another one. This is a microbiome, and this is the, it's also slim, and it's also really good. This helps promote the growth of good gut microbiomes, and it supports healthy glucose metabolism, and this also has really all natural flavors to it. My thing is that I've been sick with 2011. I was in the hospital for 3 months. I had a football-sized hernia, and I had to go to a specialist to get a mesh put in. Well, that mesh kept on getting infected for years, and then in 2019 I had to have that mesh removed. So my body is it's been through a lot, and with all those problems I've got like a list full of medical issues. I've got thyroid disease. I have I'm a type 2 diabetic. I've got malabsorption. I've got I'm anemic from low iron, and this medication that I take, it's really boosted everything up, because I'm really low in protein. My body does not absorb the nutrients that I need. Here's also another drink. It's called Lean. Now, this is a chocolate shake drink, and this is really good if I get like cravings for something really sweet. Plus, this has got 15 grams of whey protein, and this promotes weight loss and satisfies hunger, and it supports digestive health. And this, all the products with the Plexus, they are all natural. I wouldn't be selling it if I didn't believe in it, and I absolutely believe in it, because for 10 years I fought to have, you know, healthier things, and it just, my body just, you know, after my surgery in 2019, it wouldn't heal. It would not heal because my body just would not absorb the way it needed to. And I was taking multivitamins, but they weren't helping, you know. And because I've got, you know, I've got some chronic issues that keep me from getting healthy. So when I first started on Plexus, all that's changed. I mean, really quick. And I mean, I'm not gonna say it's gonna solve your problems, but it's definitely going to help them. And that's why I put my trust in Plexus products, and they are a wonderful company to work with, and amazing people. They really are. And the second thing we're going to talk about is, yes, Thrive. You gotta have Thrive. I'm thinking about this because of long-term storage. I mean, these cans will last you 25 years unopened, but they still last a long time. Even if you open them, they still last, you know, last a long time. And once I open it, I pretty much use almost all of it. Like, here's some strawberries, and they're all natural. I mean, the ingredients on here are strawberries. I don't know if you can, if I can get you close enough to see that, but yeah, the ingredients in here, the strawberries. It's nothing fake, and they're all freeze dried, and wonderful products, wonderful people. Here's some carrots that I got. You know, the ingredients in here are carrots. I mean, it's all natural. They don't have preservatives. I wouldn't mind giving my kids a bag of snackies bag. You know, they have snacky bags, and it's all natural. And then, you know, here's some chopped chicken. And I haven't opened up this can. I keep this can in my my storage, my oh yeah, my pantry, because I know there's going to be a day that I'm not going to be able to get to the grocery store, or I'm going to have to be in the house for a long period of time, and you know, my pantry will last me for, you know, the way I've got my pantry set up, it'll last me a good year. But anything over a year, you know, I might be looking to be getting this, because because I know, and it's, you know, full of nutrients, and the ingredients is what? It's chicken. So, you know, I know you probably all can't see that, but it's all natural, and that's what I love about Thrive Life. The same thing as Plexus. And I do have, down below my description is my Plexus site, and I also have my Thrive Life site. On both of those, I'm going to do, if you become an ambassador with Plexus, I will either get you, and right now it's $1 until the end of February, so I need to get this video up really quick. But I will either get you a package for free of this microbiome or this hunger control. You pick. All you have to do is pay $1 to become, because it's normally a $40 price for become an ambassador, but now it's only $1. And it's free shipping, and all you have to do is get a like a welcome pack. And you know, like I said, it's really helped me. I mean, I've got a lot of health issues, and it has really helped me. Also, with Thrive, I will give you a product of Thrive Life if you become a consultant through me. So, let's check out my page and become a consultant for Thrive, and I will help you out. Plus, Thrive is also having a thing going on for like 15% off. So I checked that out too. And Plexus, you know, if you join through me, I will give you a gift. So I hope everybody, you know, jumps on the bandwagon with me, and my health journey, you know, and I like to say, you know, put my health journey with you guys, so maybe you guys can join me as well. I know I make a lot of desserts and a lot of sweet stuff, but I don't overdo it. You know, I have to limit myself, but as long as you don't overdo it, you're fine. So contact me, and we'll discuss about what we can do next. All right, now I think my water's cooled down enough for the yeast, so we'll get this finished up and I'll bring it along. See you back in just a second. Okay, so I have you guys back down in here into my bowl. We're gonna put in 1 tablespoon of yeast. And we're going to add with 1 cup of whole wheat flour. Add that in there. Okay. So we got the flour, whole wheat flour in here. I'm going to go ahead and put my dough hook on before we get the rest of the flour in here. Okay, so now we're going to put 4 cups of bread flour. My kitchen's kind of cool, so I don't know if I'll need any more, but we'll see. The humidity around here is so strange in Missouri. So we've got 1. Now remember, level it off with a knife so you don't overdo it. You don't pack it. There's 2. And 3. Okay, and then there is 4. So I'm going to leave this out in case we need to add any more to it. We'll get this on. I started off low with a 1. And then we'll go to a 2, but with, oh, you know what? It would help if I raise the bowl up. Okay, let's try this. Much easier. Alright, so we got the bowl up now. Start with a 1, just because I don't want flour just being thrown everywhere. I start off with a 1 because I don't have my guard on. I do have a guard, I just don't ever use it. So once this starts working in a little bit, then I will put it on 2. But you never go, here's number 2. You don't ever go over a number 2, and KitchenAid even tells you that in the book. So let this mix, and you want it to come to a nice warm ball. If it's still sticking to the bottom of this, then we'll add some more flour. But I can smell this already, and oh my goodness, it smells so good. This is going to be awesome for breakfast tomorrow morning. I'm going to make some French toast. Maybe some sausage. Probably some sausage to go with it. But I got some sausage in the refrigerator that I need to get used up before it goes bad. But I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's still a little bit wet and it's sticking to the bowl. So I'm going to tap this in just a little bit at a time until it comes up to the consistency that you want, which is, you'll know once the dough is cooling off the bottom of your bowl, you don't want to tap in too much at a time because you don't want it overly dry. Because then it just won't, it'll be more of a dense bread, and you don't want that. You want it light and fluffy. So, you don't want it to be sticky neither. So, you just kind of have to watch it, and you know, the more you do bread, the more you get used to it. I watched Heather over there at the Kneady Homesteader make all of her breads, and I think I've watched every single video. And before I even got my KitchenAid, and my husband for Christmas in 2019 had gotten me my first KitchenAid, which is my little one that's I have used. It's my purple one that I've used before. But for this bread, it's a bigger bread, so we got, I didn't want to burn up the little one we had, so we got a Pro 7, and this thing is amazing. I mean, it does big bread, and, you know, it's got a metal motor to it, so it's going to last a long time, and so I keep both mixtures up here on my counter now. And I will use my little one for when I'm making little desserts or whatever. But when I've got big breads, I'm going to use this Pro 7. And I tell you what, this has made a big difference in my life because my hands are just, I've got carpal tunnel in my hands. I'm working for many, many years. And so, it just really hurts when I overwork my hands. So with this mixer, I really like this because it really helps with a lot of work. Throw in some more flour there. You just kind of have to watch it. And then once this comes to a ball that's pulled off the bottom of the pan, or the bowl, I'm sorry, then you'll time it for 7 minutes and let it continue and do its work. It's starting to get there. I mean, it's still sticky at the bottom. I don't know if you can see. I might be messing with you too much here. But it's still sticky a little bit, so I'm going to add, a little bit more flour to it. You just have to be careful. And just make sure you watch your bread. And that's the trick. Well, once this comes together and goes for 7 minutes, then we will knead it into a ball. And we will let it rise for 1 hour. And then after that 1 hour, we'll be back and I'll show you the rest of it. Okay. Well, it looks like we're almost getting there. She's moving along. Those raisins in it make it look really good. You can add other stuff into this. You can put like nuts in here. My husband really can't eat nuts, so I don't typically use nuts, but if I do, I'll grind them up really small so that way he is able to eat them. But yeah, So I mean, he does like raisins and stuff like that. He just doesn't like hard stuff. It hurts his mouth. So, well, that's what happens, you know, as you get older. Not that he's old, because I'm older than he is, but you see how it's like starting to pull away from the bottom of the bowl. We're going to stop this for a second. I'm just going to feel this. Now it still feels a little bit tacky. It can get a little bit more because it's still sticking a little bit, you know, to my hands. Not too bad though. So I don't think we'll need to add, you know, too much. Just a tad, just to get it, you know, just right. Okay, I think that's going to be enough. It's pulling away from the bottom of the bowl. So we're going to turn the timer on and time this for 7 minutes. And when that 7 minutes is up, I will bring you guys back for the next step. All right, see you in a minute. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to pull this out of the pan. If it's still a little bit sticky, you can always add a little bit of flour to it, or, you know, let's get this out and we'll find out how it looks. Okay, the bowl's clean enough. Going to, let's move this out of the way so you guys can see. Alright, I cleaned off my counter. It's been washed and cleaned. Alright, so I'm just going to knead this. I might need just a tad bit of flour to this. Or you can even use oil. You just don't want to use too much flour. So I'm just using some all-purpose flour. Okay, well, we'll get this. There we go. That's better. We're going to get this kneaded in. Just kind of work it just a little bit. It looks, and it smells so good. Oh my goodness. Let's not pinch it up. I kind of roll it on the counter, and see, nice pretty ball there. And raisin tries to fall out, just push her back in there. Just kind of work that ball. Okay, there's a ball. And next step is that we will put some, I got some olive oil here, and I'm going to put it in my bowl. About a tablespoon. And then we'll put this ball in here in the bowl. Put it down in there, turn it around, and then flip it over, and then turn it around some more. You just don't want your dough ball to get dry. You want it to stay nice and moist. So we'll get a towel over this, and then we'll let this rise for 1 hour. I put this on my stove under my light. Under the light on my stove. Move it over here. Alright, so once that hour is up, I will bring you guys back and then show you the rest. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so the 1 hour rise is done. I've got 2 of these pans. I'm going to spray them with oil, and then I'm going to pull my dough out, and we will spread it out and then cut it in half. I'll get these sprayed. I'm just using some olive oil. I don't have any, still don't have any goop made up. So, alright. So my counter is clean. I'm going to take my dough and just punch it down. And then we will get this spread out.
Just because you can see your shadow on the wall doesn't mean you go have to see your shadow on the wall.
I'm going to be doing 2 loaves. So I want enough that will cover each pan. Just kind of make it more of a rectangle the best you can. And after we get it in these pans, we'll let them rise for another hour. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bench knife and I'm going to cut them here in the middle. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to take 1/2. Let's spread it out just a little bit more. And you want this bread to be tight. So we're going to roll it and pull, roll it and pull, and pull it, roll it and pull, and pull. Back your raisin. Roll it and pull. If you lose some raisins, just put it in there. And roll it and pull. And I'm going to take this seam and we're going to pinch this. Alright, take the ends and pinch them. Take the end and pinch it. Pull it over. I make a little, and then I'm going to, I got more dough on this side, so I'm going to try to work it down a little bit. Work that says seam. I want that seam at the bottom. Because you want that seam in the bottom of your pan. Kind of stretch it. You just want to make sure it's the size of your pan. Okay, put that in there. I'll work it out. Just I kind of cut my hand in there. And this one. Alright. So it looks like my battery's about to die. So, the dogs are barking. I'm going to get this other one rolled up. And we're going to rise these for 1 more hour. Then I'll bring you back before we stick them in the oven. Okay, everybody. It's been an hour. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do an egg wash, 1 egg and just a little bit of water, and I'm going to brush it over this bread. And I'm going to add some oatmeal to put on top of it. That'll make a really nice crust. So I'm just gonna take some oatmeal and just put it on top of there. We're gonna stick these in the oven for about 25-30 minutes. I'll check and see how long it'll take. My oven sometimes wants to cook a little bit faster, but that is gonna be so yummy. I can't wait to try this out. Okay, so we got the crust on those, and we're going to put them in the oven, and then once they're out of the oven, then I'll bring you guys back and show you what they look like. And yeah, we're definitely gonna try this out. All right, we'll be back. Okay, so the bread is done. I just now pulled it out of the oven, so it is definitely hot. It looks so good. I cannot wait to give this a try. I'm gonna let these cool down for just a little bit, and then I will put them on the rack, take them out of the pans, put them on the rack, and then I will send you a picture of what they look like once I get them out of the pans and after they've cooled down, for me to able to cut them, or at least cut one, because one of them I'm going to think are gonna have breakfast for dinner tonight. So that sounds really good. Yeah, I'm excited. They look beautiful, and I'll let you know how they taste. Give this a try. I imagine you won't be disappointed. And don't forget what we had talked about earlier on the, you know, we're gonna go on a road trip and go see my best friend in her business. And also check out my Plexus site and my Thrive Life, and sign up with either one of them, and I'll get you a gift. Alright, thanks for visiting Country Living with the Batemans, and we will see you next time. Bye.